Hello everyone, good afternoon. Do you have any question? No? Okay, so continuing chapter A. So no question. Okay, so last time I was talking about completing the square, and the last thing I talked about was quadratic formula. So quadratic formula helps you to find x, root of a quadratic equation. So if you have a, x squared plus b, x plus c equals 0, you can say x is negative b plus minus radical b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So we use this to actually a should be a cannot be 0. Why? Because if a is 0, look, we will have 0 in denominator and everything becomes undefined, right? So that's why. So this b squared minus 4ac, we call this discriminant. 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 Here. Okay, so we use this to find out how many answers we have for this quadratic equation. Sometimes we have 2 answers, sometimes we have just 1 answer. No, so we want to see even if our answer is real number or imaginary number. Okay, so if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, we will have 2 real numbers as answer. We will have x1 and x2 if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0. If b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, we have 2 imaginary answers. Like they are not real. If b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, we have just 1 answer. And the answer would be x equal to negative b over 2a. So why this is happening? Because b squared minus 4ac is under radical in this, correct? And the index of radical here is 2. It's an even index, right? If anything under this radical is positive, so our answer will be a real number. If answer on the radical is negative, we will have I, correct? Which is the imaginary number, negative under the square root. So that's why we have imaginary number. If answer is 0, imagine if you have 0 on the radical, everything becomes 0 in here, right? So we will just have negative b over 2a. This part is going to, kind of disappear because we have 0 for b squared minus 4. Okay, we use this to know how many answers we have. So here also we have x1 and x2. Let's just solve the quadratic formula x squared plus 8x equal negative 2. So we want to use quadratic formula to solve this. First, we want to find the discriminant to see if it is positive, negative, or 0. Okay, so to find a, b, c, I want to organize this. 2x squared plus 8x plus 3 equal 0. And then a is 1, correct? B is 8, C is 3. Then we will use the formula for discriminant b squared minus 4ac. B squared is 64 minus 4 times 1 multiplies to 3. So 64 minus 12 is 52, which is a positive number, right? So discriminant is greater than 0. If discriminant is greater than 0, we have 2 answers for x. x1 and x2. x1 is negative b plus radical b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. x2 is negative b minus radical b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And then now we will replace. For x1, we will have negative 8 plus radical 52 divided by 2a is 2, because it's 2 multiplied 1, right? For x2, we will have negative 8 minus radical 52 divided by 2. Is 13 multiplies to 4, correct? So if we say radical 52 is radical 13 multiplies to 4. We have 2 radical 13. Correct? So we have negative 8 plus 2 radical 13 divided by 2. Negative 8 minus 2 radical 13 divided by 2. So what happens here? You can factor out 2. You will have 2 multiplies to negative 4 plus radical 13 divided by 2, right? Factor out 2. Here also 2, 4, negative 4 minus radical 13 divided by 2.
Why would that outside number be 2? What did you do to get that 2?
You will bring out 2 from the first term and from the second term. Factor out 2 from the first term and second term. So cancel those. You will have negative 4 plus radical 13, negative 4 minus radical 13. This is one answer, this is another answer. Do you have any question so far?
I got a question. How do you find a discriminant?
Discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Just replace all the numbers in b squared minus 4ac the way we did here. B squared minus 4ac is discriminant, right? So replace b, you will have 64. 8 power 2 is 64, right? Minus 4 times a multiplies to c, c is 3, and then you will get 52. And this is discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac. So 52. If 52 is positive, you will have 2 roots for this quadratic equation. If discriminant is negative, you will have 2x, but these are non-real. These are imaginary. And then if b squared minus 4ac is 0, so in this case it was 52, positive number, right? It was not 0, it was not negative. So we end up having 2x value, and both of them are real numbers. Okay?
If we have 2 imaginary answers, we have to put the I in answer 2.
Yes. So now let's see if we have. I can make it like that, but so. So let's solve this. 3x squared minus x plus 2 equals 0. Okay. A is 3, B is -1, C is 2. Okay, the first thing, find B square minus 4AC. 1.
Negative 1
No.
squared minus 4, 3
It's 1
times
minus
2.
4.
Wait. What I did? A, B, C. So let me, if I get that. B square minus, really? Okay. Just okay, never mind. Okay, so
Negative 1 squared minus 4, 3 times 2.
3 times
2.
2 equal to 1 minus
Negative 24.
equal to negative 23, which said the discriminant is less than 0. So it will be this one, this situation. So we will have negative number on the radicals. So let me write it down here. Because discriminant is less than 0, we have 2 non-real answers for x. Okay, so find this. Replace everything, find x1 and x2. So how? You will use negative b plus minus radical discriminant divide by 2a. Replace everything and solve for x1 and x2. Is this correct?
Yes.
So for radical negative 23, we write down negative 1 under radical multiplies to 23. So negative 1 under radical is I, imaginary number. So we have 1 plus I multiplies to 23 divided by 6. And then 1 minus I multiplies to radical 23 divided by 6. Correct? So, more questions. Okay, so let's solve this. X squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. So first, find the discriminant. See if it is positive, negative, 0. And then choose either of these. And then find x. What is discriminant? 0. Good. 0. Huh? So b squared minus 4ac is equal to negative 2 power 2 minus 4 times 1 multiplies to 1, which is 0. So now x is equal to minus b plus minus radical 0 divided by 2a, which becomes
Negative 2.
negative 2 divided by 2, positive 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we found answers for x, correct? Just one answer for x. Okay? So as we said here, if discriminant is 0, we have just one answer, and that answer would be negative b over 2a. Okay, so let's solve this one. So this requires the knowledge from previous lecture, previous chapter, LCD, and today's. We have 2x divided by x plus 2 equal to 1 minus 3 over x plus 4. What is the LCD?
X plus 2.
LCD is x plus 2 multiplies to x plus 4, right? This is the LCD. And then if you multiply this LCD to each of these terms, you will get rid of the denominator, correct? So we will have 2x multiplies to LCD So if we do this, we get rid of the numerator by canceling the common terms, common parentheses. So what remains? 2x multiplied x plus 4 equal to x plus 2 multiplies to x plus 4 minus 3 times x plus 2. Now multiply them. 2x squared plus 8x. X squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 8 minus 3x minus 6. Correct? So combine the like terms, bring everything to one side. So first of all, let's combine this. But we have 6 minus 3, 3x. Am I right? 8 with 6, with negative 6, we have positive 2. Then bring everything to the other side. You will have 2x squared minus x squared. 8x minus 3x minus 2. 2x squared negative 1x squared will be x squared plus 5x minus 2 equals 0. Now we are ready to use quadratic formula. Correct? So here A is 1, B is 5, C is negative 2, right? B squared minus 4AC is 25 minus 4 times 1, 4 times negative 2. So we have 25 minus plus 8, which is, am I right?
It's greater than 0.
Which is greater than 0.
So we'll have
2x, both of them are real. x1 negative 3 plus radical 33 divided by 2a, x2 negative 3 minus radical 33 divided by 2a. Negative 5 plus radical 33 divided by 2, negative 5 minus radical 33 divided by 2. Well, we cannot simplify more than this, huh? Because 33 cannot come out of bracket. Oh, this is good actually. It says writing a quadratic equation given the solution of the equation. Let's say we have x equal 5, x equal negative 2. We want to see what was the quadratic function that gave us 5 and negative 2, right? So both of them are real numbers. So obviously the discriminant means b squared minus 4ac was a positive number. But it's easier than that. We don't have to go through all of that. So let's ask you this. So when we have x plus 2 multiplies to x minus 5 equals 0,
Well, wait, it's the opposite. It's x minus 2.
Let me show you this, and then you will understand what I'm doing. So if we have something like this, let's say we had a quadratic equation, and then we made it like this using factoring method, right? So what are the answers for x? X is equal to
2. No, negative.
negative 2,
5.
and x is equal to 5, right? So look at this. This one says x is equal to 5. X is equal to negative 2. So there were two parentheses multiplied together. One parenthesis gave us negative 2, another gave us 5, right? So it's kind of, we go backward. We can solve this, we can like put this back to other side and write down, okay, it was x minus 5 equals 0, right? We solved x minus 5 equals 0 to reach this one, right? And this one also, we solved x plus 2 equals 0, just bringing this to other side, right? So now this will be one of the parentheses for you, this one another one. So you had x minus 5 multiplies to x plus 2 equals 0. That's why you said we put this equals 0 and this equals 0. We find answer for x, right? So now multiply this. X squared minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 equals 0, right? Point. And here you have x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals 0. So we had such a quadratic equation. We solved it using factoring method, and we had these two parentheses. We found x equal 5, x equal negative 2. So we will solve everything backward. Now it says, imagine we have two solutions and both solutions are imaginary number. We have x equal 3i, x equal negative 3i. So what it was, so we solved it for 3i. It was x minus 3i equals 0, right? X minus 3i equals 0, so we solved it and the answer was 3i, correct? And then this one is x plus 3i equals 0, right? So we found the two parentheses. One is x minus 3i, the other one is x plus 3i. So we have x minus 3i multiplies to x plus 3i equal to 0. Now we use FOIL. We say x squared minus 3ix plus 3ix minus 3i multiplies to 3i. So what we have here, we have x squared. Obviously, these two will cancel, right? Minus 9i squared equals 0. So I was negative 1 on the radical I square is -1, right? So x squared minus 9 multiplies to -1 equals 0. X squared plus 9 is equal to 0. Do you have any question? Chapter 8. Okay, so let's solve some question related to the first section. It says solve by completing the square. Both of them. Please solve both of them. Using completing the square. Last question. Remember? So we said the mid term is 2d, then you will find d, and then if the last number is equal to d squared, so you are good. If it is not equal to d squared, you have to add d squared to both sides of the equation, and then you will complete the square. Do you want to turn it? Did you solve both of them? Both of them? Solve both of them. Okay? So factor that out. Factor 2 out from each of the terms. You are able to use the same method.
So we have to make a different equation.
No,
Because we have to factor it out.
you will factor it out, keep 2 outside of the parenthesis, then you will solve inside the parenthesis using that method. you are not simplifying that, you are factoring
Yeah,
out.
two. That's what I need.
Yeah. This one? Yes.
So you should have 16 on this one. Yeah, I think it's only 16. Oh, that's why. So, x squared plus 8x plus 16. Now we should solve this. X squared plus 8x plus 16. So this will be, oh, 52. Yes.
Are you done? Yes. Do you want to solve?
Can you look at my paper?
And I did the first one.
No,
Let me see.
I can. Because I know that.
I know the second one. Done.
This one is positive 3.
Can you check mine just cause?
The second one?
Can you check mine just cause? It's 3.
I don't know why.
I put. It's 3.
You're right down of your nose.
Yes.
Good job. Thank you. Is this correct? Did you get the same answer? Oh, good. So we say this one should be 2D. So D is 4. 2d is equal 8. D is equal 4, d squared is 16. We don't have 16 here, right? To make it like a complete square. That's why we are adding 16 to both sides, because this is equality. If you add it here, we have to have one here, right? So x squared plus 8x plus 16 makes it a complete square, which is x plus d. D was 4, right? So power 2. And then we have 3 here. We have 16 on the other side. Subtract 3 from both sides. You will have 13 on the right side. So x plus 4 power 2 is equal to 13. And then she says, okay, this is u squared equal a. So u is equal to positive, negative a. So that's why x plus 4 is equal to positive, negative, square root of 13. Then this negative 4 goes to this positive 4 goes to the other side, becomes negative 4 plus or minus radical 13. So x is equal to negative 4 plus radical 13. X is equal to negative 4 minus radical 13. Correct? So the other question. Two x squared plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. Anyone solve this one?
Can I do
Do you
half
divide?
the steps?
You did?
Do you divide by 2?
You don't divide by 2. You will factor out 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. Okay, did you solve it? Did we solve such a question before?
We didn't, but we did it and we divided by the first number under all the terms and
Yeah,
and then
that's why I did that.
and then we found 2d after we divided.
Yeah, because it's still 0 divided by 2 on both sides will be 0. Yeah, that would have the same answer. Okay, so let's go to use the previous way I solved. Where is that? 2x squared 4 x plus 1. you added 1 to both sides, huh? Great, thank you. Okay. So we divide all the terms by 2, and then we have x squared plus 2x plus half. D is 1 because 2d is 2, right? D is equal to 1. And then d squared is still 1. And she added 1 to both sides and then kept this 1. So x squared plus 2x plus 1 is x plus 1 power 2 plus half. Half goes to the other side. And then we have x plus 1 plus minus the square root of half. And then 1 goes to the other side. That is correct. Okay, do you have any question? No? Okay, so we are done with chapter 8. Next time we are going to start chapter 11. If you don't have any question, we'll see you on Monday. Just 2 lectures remain to your final.
You should not be happy, huh? Okay.